Hello, I'm a trainer for WOD Chemical, where our motto is, we are not happy until you are not happy. But the first thing you need to know is safety is above all else. That's why you must wear gloves, long sleeves at all times. Today is the last time I ever want to see your arms and hands except when you are logging onto your computer.
Why must I wear gloves, long sleeves when it's 110 degrees in the plant and I don't need them?
To help you be aware that you have hands and arms. Did you contact Raj at the whole wide world help desk for your password setup?
Yes, but after I signed in my computer I turned my back on it and the screensaver locked me out. Now I can't remember it.
Yes, here at WOD Chemical we have energy-saving software that tells our computers lock and power down as soon as you turn your back. Since you are locked out, I will have Raj email you a new password.
Okay, what time do I get off?
When your relief gets here.
When does my relief get here?
You don't have a relief. Just add 16 hours to the time you clock in.
Can I be safe after working 16 hours?
Just put on your long sleeves and gloves and take a salt tablet. Because safety is above all else.
Where will I be working?
You may be in logistics loading trucks, which is the least important job.
What happens if I spill product while working the least important job?
You report it right away so we can put you in our 5-step discipline plan.
Will I be in the first step?
No, your first step is the 4th step because it is very important that you don't spill product while working your least important job.
What is my schedule?
WOD has a shift manager specialist who has designed a special rotating shift that is very safe and best for you.
Is he a doctor?
No, but he graduated last year with a 7-year degree from a community college.
Has he worked this special shift that is very safe and good for me?
No, he has been busy studying to become an expert at what shift is safe and best for you.
What if I get sleepy while working this special shift that is very safe and good for me?
We have assured you will not have any time to get sleepy because our 21st century experts have eliminated all non-value added time such as breaks. It is best for you to never stop moving.
How does this very safe rotating shift that is best for me work?
It is like our solar system. Managers are like the sun, and the 200 hourly workers are like planets. You will rotate around managers, so we can see you.
Why do you want to see me?
Because we care for you.
Can I be the Earth?
No, you might be in logistics, so you will be Uranus. You are very far from the sun.
How can I advance to a more important position?
Complete everything on the taskmaster's list.
What is that?
It is a list of very important tasks that you must complete every day.
What kind of tasks?
If you become a PRA, you must do very important things such as empty the 5-gallon 40-pound bucket of water at the high-pressure cleaning system. Be very careful carrying the bucket of water over the wet floor under the roof leaks.
Why must the water go in the bucket?
Because here at WOD Chemical we have a dry floor policy. When we see water on the floor we can be sure it's water.
How do you know the rainwater is really water when it hits the floor?
Because it comes through the holes in the roof.
How often must I empty the bucket of water?
Only once per shift, or 1,460 buckets a year, which at 40 pounds per bucket is only 58,400 pounds of water that must be carried only about 50 feet and poured out.
What would happen if no one carried the only 58,400 pounds of water one bucket at a time?
It would drip on the floor and evaporate. But because it dripped on the floor, we must charge you with an LOPC emergency and put you in the 4th step of our 5-step discipline plan.
Who would I call in an LOPC emergency?
You call the IRL.
What is the IRL?
Incident Response Leader.
Who does the IRL call if they have an emergency?
They call the ERL.
What is the ERL?
Emergency Response Leader.
Who does the ERL call if they have an emergency?
They call the SOB.
What is the SOB?
Site Operations Boss.
I thought the SOB was my manager.
No, the SOB is the PRA manager.
What is a PRA?
These are analysts who have received many years of SHIT from the SOB.
What is SHIT?
You have got to be kidding. SHIT stands for Special High Intensity Training. Only after a PRA has received 8 years of SHIT from the SOB they are qualified to know what an appearance smells like.
Can you tell me how much vacation time I will have?
Yes, you will have 2 weeks vacation, which is 80 hours.
So I get 2 weeks off.
No, if you take 1 week's vacation then you are charged 48 hours.
So after I take 1 week of my 2 weeks of vacation then I will only have 4 days of vacation left.
That is correct. 2 weeks minus 1 week of vacation leaves you 4 days of vacation.
Can I take my 2 weeks of vacation that is really only 1 week and 4 days vacation whenever I want?
Yes, you can take your 2 weeks of vacation that is really only 1 week and 4 days vacation anytime you can convince someone to work your shift.
What time does my shift start?
You must be here and clock in by 6 o'clock.
Is it okay if I start to work 10 minutes or so early so I won't be late?
Yes, that would be a good idea because if you are 1 minute late it will count as 1/2 of an absence.
Will I be paid for the 10 minutes per day, that is 60 minutes in a week that I work before 6 o'clock?
No, but you will certainly receive a tardy if you clock in at 1 minute after 6 o'clock.
Do you have a designated smoking area?
Yes, because safety is above all else we have set aside a very nice curb area about a 1/4 mile from the plant on the main highway.
Is it safe for me to sit on the curb while smoking with cars going by so fast just inches away?
Of course not, smoking is dangerous. That's why you will be paying double for your insurance.
But I'm very healthy and not overweight. Do the rather large employees I saw also pay double?
No, that would be discrimination. Besides, they take care of themselves by not using tobacco and get plenty of exercise carrying prizes to their cars for being in WOD's Biggest Loser program.
Am I even allowed to smoke or even drink a beer when I am not at work?
Sure you can. But if you drink beer late at night when you work the next day we may test you for alcohol by having you pee in a cup.
If I can hit the cup, do I pass the test?
No, if we find a trace of alcohol in your pee we must put you in WOD's Biggest Boozer program where your prize will be therapy sessions at the rehab. And of course we will put you in our 5-step discipline plan.
Let me guess. My first step will be the 4th step.
Right. I see you are catching on. Welcome to WOD Chemical.